what exactly is this Gendam? Yes, my friends, I receive this question quite frequently. I have numerous social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and more where I've addressed this question multiple times. However, today I wish to provide you with some additional information on the matter. Hello, I KiRama. Dr. Sanjay, I warmly welcome you to my YouTube channel and into the life of the ashram. Indeed, when we hear the word Gendam, it brings to mind Indonesia, as this name is of Javanese origin and represents a traditional science of Indonesia. Friends, as you are aware, our India is a very prosperous nation, and in a similar way, Indonesia is as well. Indonesia is a country full of great, rich, and cultural heritage. Since ancient times, the ancestors of Indonesia have been using many creative ways to decorate their lives, which is not only related to art or craftsmanship, but Indonesia is also a country rich in local tradition, and such local tradition have been created at different times for different purposes, were employed to meet the need, and the knowledge of those ancestors remains today. One example being Gendam or Ilmu Gendam. Ilmu is science and Gendam is energy title. Let's delve into more detailed information about it. Numerous questions arise, such as where exactly did Gendam Vidya originate? To uncover its history, you must visit our Wabar Yuga, where discussions revolve around the King Pandava, Devi Kunti, and Devi Madri. In truth, Gendam Vidya hails from Java. Rereading is deeply connected to tradition, and in this specific context, it is believed by the ancestors of that place that the name of Devi Kunti was bestowed upon her by her guru, Durvasa Rishi. The reason for this belief is that if one wishes to fulfill the various goals and aspirations of their life, they should harness this energy, employ this profound knowledge, and utilize this ilmu. Queen Madri, according to the well-known King Pandava, Devi Kunti, both were King Pandava's wives. Everyone is aware that there was an issue, whether it is referred to as a curse in some places or a disease in others, which prevented them from having a child. During that period, Devi Kunti, along with Mata Madri, conducted a significant ritual and recited the Gendam mantras. As a result, the gods were pleased and manifested before them. In a sense, it can be said that knowledge has the power to attract even the gods. When the gods appeared, it was in this manner that Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Arjun came into being. The birth occurred to the mother Madri, who had twin sons named Nakula and Sahadev. When King Pandava and Devi Madri passed away, Mother Kunti lovingly embraced Nakul and Sahadev as her own sons. She raised them alongside Pusha, and together they became famously known as the Panch Pandavas. Actually, this is not just a folk tale. We have the opportunity to learn a great deal from this. Although Mahabharata is considered a book of immense knowledge in Hindu mythology, it serves as a mirror reflecting our lives. One essential part of the Mahabharata is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. However, I wish to discuss the concept of the Gendam. From this wisdom, we can comprehend that the understanding of the ball provides a solution to every problem we face in life and aids in the achievement of all our desires. It can indeed be utilized. And this represents a type of knowledge that even the gods find themselves drawn to. In this particular context, the Gendam can be linked to the concept of possibilism, which is where humans are granted the ability to affect nature and the elements within it. On the other hand, this stands in opposition to determinism, where the belief is held that nature and Brahman have an effect on humans. In this contemporary era, Gendam has been placed in the category of metaphysical knowledge. But in today's era, this knowledge is not that popular. Although today, due to the efforts of some people, awareness about it is increasing among a few people. But because today's era believes in positivism, because of that, experience and sensory knowledge are considered to be the same. We only tend to believe what is confirmed with witnesses. This is precisely why numerous individuals lack sympathy for Gendam. The information that circulates about Gendam is both limited and incomplete. Therefore, in our modern era, to truly grasp the Gendam method and understand Gendam knowledge, we must reflect a bit on the journey of social and intellectual thought. The esteemed father of sociology has stated that Human intelligence progresses through three distinct stages, the first being religious, the second being metaphysical, and the third being scientific positivism. Let me provide you with an example. In ancient times, whenever accidents or events occurred in nature, people attempted to interpret them through religious reasoning. For instance, they believed in things like rain or the thunder of clouds. Some believed the gods in heaven sneeze, urinate, or when we take a bath, it rains and the clouds thunder. This was a belief held in very ancient times, and in a similar manner, every event was linked to some great power. Now, let's move on to the second stage, which is metaphysical. Slowly, as human intelligence began to develop, such knowledge was acquired by humanity, that is, humans, race. We stopped associating them with gods and souls, etc. Now, abstract concepts started being used to understand them. Like in earlier times, illness and death were associated with souls, ghosts, and gods. Now they started being associated with the laws of nature and the fruits of karma. Now we come to the third stage, which is pratyakshvad, direct theory, which is scientifically proven. In this modern era, humans accept their experiences and events only with direct evidence. And now, events are analyzed with logic and experiments. So, events of a religious and metaphysical nature have been set aside. Due to the modern education system, individuals have gained such extensive knowledge that it is increasingly challenging for them to believe in such matters. Nowadays, people approach their everyday issues with a logical mindset. For instance, if there is an illness today, the illness is not considered to be there. Similarly, people do not go to any exorcist or tantric for illness, but people know that we need to go to the doctor. Visiting the doctor will treat the disease and make us healthy. However, in spite of this, there are numerous such diseases present in the game of cricket today. Where at doctor, medicine nearby. If it's absent or nearly non-existent, you may need to consult a tantric or exorcist. This is not only in India but also in Indonesia and many other countries with such traditions, and this is why many people, beyond the scope of modern knowledge, we have begun to embrace the traditions from ancient times. In the present day, slowly but surely, numerous campaigns are being launched, such as Back to Nature and Save Our Culture, among others. In fact, we often overlook the principle that this metaphysical knowledge was not merely a theoretical concept, but there was also a specific art to applying it practically in our daily lives, which we seem to have forgotten over time. Indeed, it is important to remember that no knowledge is created solely for the purpose of being utilized and examined by scientists alone. Besides this, intelligence comes from identification and classification. In ancient times, human intelligence did three things. First, accepting events as true. Second, grouping and classifying them. And third, predicting future events based on those rules and acting accordingly. Perform the necessary work with full awareness. This is precisely why our ancestors would study events in great depth. Back then, the media was not as active and the means of publicity were not as effective. Therefore, our ancestors engaged in deep study through meditation, contemplation, and sadhana. Through these practices, many metaphysical insights were generated, which transcend logic and conventional knowledge. In fact, life has been examined in detail since ancient times. It has been linked with various problems. Yes, indeed, in reality, the world operates on the principle of balance. And within this context, the problem itself turns balance into a means of achievement. If we observe closely, there is not a significant difference between the problems of ancient times and those of our modern age, only their form has evolved. This is because human life fundamentally relies on three main aspects. Firstly, harmony with nature. Secondly, social contact. And thirdly, personal empathy. The successful individual somehow manages to balance all three aspects equally. Let's comprehend this by doing 11. Firstly, nature's harmony is crucial for human life. This is the same. It's crucial for life, allowing man to sustain existence. For instance, today we see paths carved through huge mountains and rocks. Rivers are found there, which changes the flow and brings it to another place. This modernization has been done by connecting with nature and through nature. And there was a time when it could not even be thought of, where generating electricity through windmills, generating electricity via waterfalls, thus creating energy, is one example. Social interaction is crucial because humans are inherently social beings and cannot exist in isolation. If no one is around, who will meet our needs? Hence, in social life, conversation and communication are vital. Negotiation is crucial. Those who excel in these areas advance in their lifestyle and achieve success. Now, let's discuss personal endurance, which involves both mental and physical aspects. Individuals who thrive in life's tough competition. Those who lack mental and physical strength often fall behind quickly. Human life relies on these three aspects at both high and low levels. Many can't maintain performance in all areas, leading them to seek solutions for a balanced and improved life. This is why sages created various knowledges, including knowledge itself. Those who engage in the practice of Gendam must undergo numerous meditations along with spiritual rituals. This knowledge transcends ordinary logic, yet it yields results that often appear to surpass modern science, sometimes seeming like magic. Despite the passage of time, the practices adhered to by our ancestors remain unchanged. The impact of the knowledge that was uncovered has not ceased to be felt even in the present day. In fact, it continues to be extremely beneficial and relevant in daily life for individuals who take the time to learn and apply it effectively. Indeed, during ancient times, the art of ball games was a practice strictly confined to the royal court and the royal palace. This exclusive activity was conducted solely within the confines of the royal court, where only those of noble status could participate. The tradition of playing ball was a privilege reserved for the royal family and their esteemed guests, ensuring that the art remained a symbol of prestige and status within the royal circles. This knowledge was utilized to benefit and serve the family in various ways, including governing and ruling, to continuously attract wealth and maintain influence over people, members of the royal court. The royal family and their descendants learned it, aimed at serving the king. Back then, the knowledge of ball was solely for treatment. It wasn't used for sports, jumping, public displays, or control over others, women, or vashikaran, and such uses were prohibited. If anyone misused this knowledge, then he would stray from education's purpose, and his knowledge would gradually fade. Eventually, that learning would vanish. Education ties to religion and morality. It's said this knowledge that if you learn through Rama, that is, if you learn from me, then approximately, you are receiving this knowledge after 15 generations. The lineage dates back 1,415 generations. We must grasp this before learning ball. Is the ball truly real? Many individuals often misinterpret the ball, leading to the spread of incorrect information. At times, it is even linked with practices like black magic. Sometimes the ball is linked to magnetism, inducing trance, hypnotizing people, sending them to sleep, and so on. But this is just a small part where we can guide people into trance. There's knowledge of one in the ball, giving you authority, and people listen. It's easy to grasp the ball. Getting under the influence of agriculture or someone influencing you. Actually, this is such a science where people can influence humans, animals, and even nature. Overall, it is considered like a higher authority. The power of wheat comes directly from the universe. Therefore, to use it in the right manner, it is very important for you to have the permission of God, that is the universe. And this is the reason. If one learns the ball but misuses it or becomes egotistical, the knowledge gradually fades away. One has to face terrible consequences. In our life, the conclusion is that ball knowledge is not black magic or negative energy at all. There is absolutely no connection of ghosts, spirits, jinns, etc. with it. And if someone considers it wrong, then his knowledge is incomplete. And if someone learns it and tries to misuse it, then this energy gets permanently removed from him. Many people automatically associate ball knowledge with tantra, mantra, etc. But it's more than that. This is a different knowledge. This is such a quality knowledge that can have a very deep impact on human life. Here, to understand this, I will tell you two principles. The first principle is determinism. According to this idea, human life is completely dependent on nature and physical conditions. Earth, weather, atmosphere, and natural laws control the fate and life of man. From this point of view, man is only a victim of circumstances and man has absolutely no power to change them. The second is equanimism. Here, the view believes that man himself can control his circumstances. Man uses his intelligence, knowledge, and one possesses the capability to transform their life through the practice of meditation. Regardless of the state of the external environment, an individual has the potential to affect it with their inner strength. In fact, Kinda Vidya is associated with Sambhavvat, which signifies human. Individuals who have mastered Gendam are able to surmount every challenge in life through their self-belief and this Vidya, and they can shape the circumstances surrounding them to be advantageous. Let us delve into understanding what the purpose of Genda truly is. The bowl's main purpose: to solve human life's problems, remove crises, and protect human interests and needs. This knowledge isn't just for show, but to improve and safeguard life. Let's understand the use of the ball. You can use ball knowledge in every life field, in personal life like moving away from fear, anxiety, and mental illnesses is crucial. Socially, having a positive influence on others and getting them to follow you is important. In the area of health, traditionally, the ball is known to be used for removing illness and alleviating pain. In terms of protection and defense, it is vital to protect yourself from enemies and negative forces. When it comes to communication and leadership, it is about attracting people to your ideas and effectively leading them. Therefore, this implies that you have the ability to make your life truly successful. Heal diseases, improve contacts and relationships, communicate better, and make your personality attractive. You have the ability to reach your goal and fulfill the purpose of your life. You will not only be safeguarded, but you can also offer protection to others. You have the power to shield yourself and others from negative energies such as black magic and similar threats, and you can also rectify these issues. This is the reason it is often said that an individual who possesses complete knowledge of the ball, who has truly comprehended the ball and has integrated the ball into their lifestyle, can indeed transform their life into a lifestyle, and it can indeed influence its surroundings in accordance with its own will. In fact, the true power of the ball is determined by the direction and intent for which the individual utilizing it is employing it. If that use is connected to religion and morality, it proves to be more effective in this context. However, if it is applied to bad actions, then it is utilized for evil purposes. And if it is done for your own conditions, then slowly this power starts to diminish and vanishes at one point. And that is why I always tell my disciples that you should use the real ball which you have learned from Rama for the fulfillment of positive and moral purpose, which will benefit yourself and others, everyone, society, country, and the whole world. So, if you want to learn real ball, which is connected with the traditions of about 15 generations, feel free to contact via the WhatsApp number shown on screen and below. You can visit the WhatsApp number and website in the video description, sahafilm.com, and contact us on WhatsApp. Thank you. Energy blessings to all for watching.